Hi everybody, Dr. Valerie Alikakos, your chiropractor and nutritionist. Today I'm going to do a health pearl, so short video on health information, but it's going to be a string of pearls because I'm going to have a few consecutive videos that I'm going to be putting out, and we're going to talk about posture and the importance of posture. Because, most people that come into my office with pain syndromes, most of them are having these pain syndromes oftentimes from poor posture. It can do a lot of really negative things on the body, and think about it, we're in our posture day in, day out, hour after hour, minute after minute, and that can accumulate to a lot of stress on the body. So being in poor posture like that can not only bring on pain that a lot of people are suffering with, but it can also bring on things like a full-on injury would bring on, disc herniations, torn shoulder tendons. I mean, it's incredible. We don't really think about how much posture can affect our bodies in such a negative way. So we're really throwing off the biomechanics of the body. The body should be just floating and not just dumped on itself. So we really want to make sure that our posture is good because it affects a lot of things. We'll talk about how to correct the posture on a next segment because I want to keep these videos relatively short. I'm going to do away with my 5-minute thing because they've been running 6, 7, maybe 8 minutes. But I do want to keep them short because I know how busy we all are. So benefits of a good posture. You're resetting the correct biomechanics of the body, and therefore the body is expending a lot less energy. That's right. You spend a lot of energy keeping yourself upright, even if you're sitting. If you're in incorrect posture, you're starting to have muscles that are not meant to do the job that you're asking them to do when you're in that incorrect posture, and you're weakening the muscles that should be working to keep you in an upright posture. So it depletes a lot of energy from the body simply if you're in the wrong posture. So that's something really to think about, because energy is something that we can all use a little bit more of for the most part. When we have good posture, we also increase our breathing and the depth of our breath and how oxygenated our body is. So this is also very important because when we're in a poor posture, we're actually collapsing the lungs. We're actually putting a lot of pressure on our organs too, but now our lungs are crunched, let's say, and also the diaphragm is not in the correct place, and our breathing becomes very shallow, something that we don't want. So as soon as you correct your posture, you can feel instantaneously that you take a breath in much easier than you would otherwise. So you oxygenate the body more. When you go into a correct posture, oftentimes you can feel those little areas of tension and pain go away instantaneously. It works that fast. So being in a correct posture will put the muscles in the correct place, will align the body, will align the joints, will reduce the amount of stress and work that your body is doing, won't fatigue the muscles, will keep the joints more pliable, and you can almost often instantaneously feel a direct effect and an alleviation of tension and pain in the body. But you certainly can, even if you don't feel it immediately, you can definitely work toward it and get a pretty fast result in like a week or two of just doing postural corrective exercises or just correcting your posture in itself. It's very, very powerful stuff. People don't realize a lot of the achiness that they're having, the pains, even things like sciatica, numbing, tingling down their hands and arms. Oftentimes it's just from a whole misalignment of your posture and all the effects that it has on the muscles, on the nerves, on the joints, etc. So very important in that respect. And a lot of people are suffering from pain. I know because they come into my office quite often. So even if it's small pain, even large pain, large amounts of pain, things that feel kind of severe, they can be from postural stuff. So keep that in mind. Posture affects your mood. That's another thing that we don't think about. If you see someone who, you don't often see somebody who's in a good mood like this. you won't typically see it. You'll see them like this, feeling a little powerful, feeling a little energetic. And the body starts to have, to actually take on the mood of the posture. It's not only your mood will bring on your posture will bring on your mood. That's right. There's a feedback loop that happens. So if you're sitting in a position like this, you're going to start not to feel good. It may be in very small amounts, but it is going to affect your mood. So it's really important that we keep our posture up. You see, even animals, you can see what they're about to do, what they're thinking, what they're feeling just from their posture alone. When they're afraid, how they cower, when they're ready to attack, when they're alert, when they're happy and playful. You can see that in their posture. You can see that in people too, but we just tend not to think about it so much. So posture shows your mood, but also affects your mood. So they say the same thing with a smile, by the way. There's a feedback loop with smiling. So if you want to get yourself out of a funk, if you're in a little bit of a funk, if you smile, happiness will start to follow. So it's actually a scientific fact, and it's a very easy thing to do. You just start to feel better. And also, posture affects your hormones. Who thought of that? Who knew that? Posture affects your hormones. So really it does a lot of huge physiological things to your body. So our next segment, we're going to talk about how to correct the posture very easily, so we can feel better and look better. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.